Hi everybody, and welcome to today's dieseldoocy.com how-to. Let's look at the trusty Timex Ironman. Today, we are going to learn something very interesting. But first, look at this. We are in a fallout shelter. Today's how-to is going to be how to ride the freight elevator. That's right. There's many types of freight elevators. Old ones, new ones, some with power doors and some with manual doors. Today's how-to is going to show you how to use a freight elevator with a non-power door, aka hand operated. Before I get started, freight elevators are not intended for carrying passengers. They are intended for moving items. However, in order to move an item, you have to know how to use the freight elevator. This video is going to give you a working knowledge on how to safely use a hand operated freight elevator. Today, Jeff, aka the Wild Eeper, is going to be my camera operator and assisting with this video. Make sure you check out his channel, and I will now hand the camera off to him.
And alright, let's get started.
Now, using a freight elevator, this has a lot of similarities to a passenger elevator. You have your haul call station right here. This is your haul call. And, of course, you got your doors. The thing is, these are manual doors. This is where the manual comes in. Now, the first thing you got to do to use the elevator, you got to call the elevator. Now, you'll press it just like any other elevator button. You press the button, hold it in for a second. Now the elevator's coming. And that light means the elevator's coming, and if someone leaves the door open on another floor, the alarm will ring, and you're gonna have to chase down the elevator and find where it is. In a high-rise building, that can be a real pain. So, okay, the elevator's arriving at the floor. Always look through the window, wait till the elevator comes to a complete stop, and you can usually hear the door unlock. You'll hear a retiring cam. Also, the
light will go out.
The call button will extinguish. That's another way. Now, to open the door, you have this strap here. This right here is an older elevator. A lot of the older ones also have a manual unlatch. You got to unlatch the door and then lift the doors. Now, another thing, in opening the doors, you got to be very careful. There's pinch points. You're supposed to use the strap. Pull up on the strap and press down here, and the door will open. If need be, hold the strap. Use your foot to finish opening the door. You don't want to pinch your fingers. Holding the strap so the door doesn't slam, open the door the rest of the way. Now, the next thing, you got to open the inside door. Now, most freight elevators will have a door you raise up, but this specific elevator has a horizontal door. Open the inside door. At this point, you would load your items in the elevator. All right, the elevator's loaded. We will now enter the elevator. Let me see here. I'm going to put some freight in the elevator. There's some freight in the elevator. So now we will close the elevator. On a manually controlled door, outside first, then the inside. Opening door, outside, inside, close, outside, inside. Close the outside door again, using the straps provided, watching for pinch points. The door will close and latch. Now you must close the inside door. Make sure the door latches. Once the door is latched, in here is your control panel. You have your floors, and in case of an emergency, you have an emergency call button right here. If the elevator stops, do not try to exit the elevator on your own unless it's at a floor. If it stops in between floors, press the emergency button to signal for help. Now what you will do, you will select the floor you're going to. In our case, we're going to go up to 3. Here we go. The elevator rides just like a passenger elevator. Once the elevator comes to complete stop, again, wait till it comes to complete stop. In a newer elevator, the button will extinguish. Now, you open the door, the gate, the inside door. You're watching for pinch points. Remember, there are pinch points. Only touch the elevator doors in places meant to be touched, like the handle or the strap. And now we're going to open the outside door. Okay, don't bang the door. Now we will unload the elevator. Let's take our freight out of the elevator. And then something very important, especially in a high-rise building. Unless the building owner instructs you to, you always need to close the elevator. Again, some people make the mistake of just closing the outside door. You always have to close the inside door first. Make sure it latches, make sure it's closed. Now we close the outside door. Again, watching for pinch points. If it's got two straps, one strap goes inside, one strap goes outside. Shut the door first. Make sure it's latched. Oop. And that, my friends, is how you operate a manual controlled door freight elevator. Tune in next time on next dieseldc.com how-to. We will explore how to operate a freight elevator with power doors. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this little lesson, and that'll be it.